Hello Internet, I am Miss V, sometimes known as K Thorn, and welcome to my channel where we are playing through all of the Nancy Drew games from number 1 to number 24, I believe. So Secrets Can Kill all the way to, I believe it's Mystery of the Seven Keys, based in Prague. If you watched my last video, which was the very end of the Haunted Carousel, you know I immediately jumped into this game because I finished the Haunted Carousel within like 20 minutes. It was really fast. So we're going to jump into the new game, which is number 9. One sec. Danger on Deception Island. Sorry, I forgot to get the disc out. I just kind of jumped right over from Haunted Carousel and was like, wait, I don't have the old disc. This was one of those crazy kind of things you could get in the past, though, where it was like multiple games in one, so it's this big chunky case. And it's only one Nancy Drew game. The other games are Hide and Secret and Mystery Cookbook. I don't know anything about them. But this does have Danger on Deception Island in it, and hey, look at that old note card. Which again, as usual, we'll stay here. We're going to do a new one and compare. The only time I'm not going to compare is when it's like 4 note card pages of notes, like the one game was. Otherwise, it's just going to be a single note card. So, yeah. So, we're going to take this, place it off to the side with the notes still in it. And yeah. I feel like I just did this intro. It's so weird to jump straight into another game. But I had time, you know? I wasn't planning on finishing the Haunted Carousel that quickly. So if you're new to my channel, my whole goal here is to get a better work-life balance. I'm really bad at overworking myself, which does include also household chores, and then playing for 14 hours straight, which is not healthy. And so trying to get a better work-life balance here, allowing myself to play, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours a day, depending on the game and the day, unless there's something else going on. Currently, I am on my summer break, though. I am a virtual teacher, so I do work from home. But I am still a teacher, so I do get my summer breaks. I'm still off until July 22nd, which is coming up quicker than I'd like. So for now, Nancy Drew is going to be every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm hoping to keep that up at least when we get into the school year, because I've noticed when I record and post 3 times a week, that it's basically an entire game in 1 week, which is really nice. So we'll try to keep that up. I'm also trying to play Dragon Age Origins on this channel, if you've seen that. It has been really, really glitchy right now, though. I actually tried to play it today to record, to prep for Friday's post, and no. Nope. That didn't happen. It didn't load at all. I tried multiple times, it just did not want to load. And I've noticed when it comes to that game, it's kind of one of those, you either play it right after you turn your computer on for the day, or you're never going to get to play it at all that day. And I don't know why it's been like that, but it is. It's been really, really glitchy. I don't know if Dragon Age Origins has always been that way. If it has, please let me know in the comments. If you have tips to make it work properly, please let me know in the comments, because I really do want to play it. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm not going to keep trying to fight the game to play. I also realized that, so I'm playing that alongside of the Nancy Drew games. That Dragon Age Origins is 2009. This particular game that we're about to play is 2003. So these Nancy Drew games are actually older than Dragon Age Origins, and they're less glitchy. But with that in mind, as the usual, if you end up enjoying this, please click the like button. If you want to keep watching me play the Nancy Drew games or Dragon Age Origins, please make sure you click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know when a video is posted. And of course, leave comments, especially if it's advice on how to make Dragon Age Origins work properly. But let's dive into the new game here of Danger on Deception Island.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger
After
on
I
Deception
choose
Island. To learn how
my
to
level.
play, choose Gameplay Overview. When you're ready to start the game, choose either junior or senior detective.
I want my checklist.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Bess arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor. Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Ever yours, Nancy.
You feel strange because you always run into a mystery, Nancy.
Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened? Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
Are you gonna be able to fix it?
I better be able to. I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and if I end up having to replace a lot of parts, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We better call the sheriff.
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
But this is a crime. It needs to be reported.
Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack? Need any help?
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
Always gotta check my suitcase though, you never know. Choco Pottery Reconstructed. Oh, Beach Hill Museum. Special preview, May 21st. Alright, look at that. I love when there's little, like, callbacks.
Wonder what's in here. It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Oh, I can, like, make my sandwich? Ooh, God, no. No. Nope, don't like mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise. No, thank you. Don't like mustard either. Cheese. Definitely not that. Okay, let's put ice cream on the sandwich, totally. That's fun. Just make myself a sandwich.
It looks like whoever damaged your engine did something to your faucet, too.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
Don't tell me it's gonna be a pipe puzzle.
The faucet left all the pipes here. I hope. That doesn't go there.
Oh my gosh. Just have to keep trying until we find the right one. Maybe we need to go backwards.
That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there. That doesn't
Well,
go there.
what does, Nancy?
That doesn't go there.
Yeah, well, we've tried all of them. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this puzzle. Let's finish looking down here. Town meeting to discuss the Orca. Calendar, Benjamin Hawkins, cleaning supplies, wash book, coffee break at Kettle Yay, town meeting to discuss Orca, Swanson Hall, Nancy Drew arriving at 8 a.m. So the town meeting just happened. Then Uncle Bob's B-Day. Oh! Look at the art! From Moon Lake.
My trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries. My brand new anagram buster. If I come across letters that need unscrambling, I'll be all set.
Oh, that's handy. Daddy True's day off. Dear Nancy, thought you'd be interested to know that your father, believe it or not, is taking a day off. He was supposed to be in court all week, but early this morning a water main broke and flooded the basement of the courthouse. They turned off all the electricity as a safety precaution and sent everybody home. So without any appointments or trials to prepare for, he has nothing to do. Too bad you're not here. He could take you to the zoo or something. Just so he stays out of my hair. Love, Hannah. TI portal. Oh, Deception Island internet portal. Okay. Burglaries plague Snake Horse Harbor. A burglary occurred at the Blue Dew Outfitters shop sometime yesterday. A second burglary to report at the Snake Horse Harbor in the past week. The sheriff's department is unable to say exactly when the burglary occurred. The only reason they called us was because one of their employees noticed that a lot of stuff was in the storage room in the morning was gone when they were getting ready to close, said Sheriff Guy Dysart. There were no broken windows, no jimmy locks, no splintered doors, nothing to indicate the place had been broken into. A similar burglary occurred earlier this week at Harbor Hardware. Like Blue Dew Outfitters, Harbor Hardware is located on Schooner Street. Orca stirs up trouble. The National Marine Fisheries Service ruled last night that an unauthorized boat that comes within 300 feet of the lone orca that has taken up residence in Snake Horse Harbor will be fined $1,000. People in the fishing industry who were at the town meeting when the announcement was made were outraged. They claimed that the orca often approaches boats on its own and that the only way to avoid accidental encounters is to make a costly detour around the island. Fisheries Service said their ruling will remain in effect until the orca's physical condition has been thoroughly assessed. If the whale is healthy, and if the pod to which it belongs can be identified, the service will attempt to rejoin it with its pod. If the whale is not healthy, it will be transported to a research facility. There are no easy solutions in cases like this, said Fisheries Service spokesperson. No matter what we do, no one is ever happy. So far, efforts to identify the orca and its pod have failed. Holt Scotto runs for Harbor Master. Holt Scotto has formally announced his candidacy for the office of Harbor Master. He will oppose incumbent Nelson Matuziak in this fall's election. Scotto has been a fisherman for 38 years and runs 3 fishing boats out of Snake Horse Harbor. This is his first bid for public office. He says that the controversy surrounding the orphaned killer whale that showed up recently in the harbor spurred him into action. People are tired of politicians trying to save everything that's covered in fur, feathers, or blubber, said Scotto. Saving jobs, that's what they should be doing. I realize being harbor master is not like being senator or anything, but you've got to start somewhere. Scotto is in the process of organizing his campaign staff and plans to announce the name of his chairperson early next week. Okay. Oh, I wanted to do, it was all I needed to click. Overcast with patchy fog. Don't leave Snake Horse Harbor without going on a Whale World Whale Watch. Our 2-hour tours leave at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m., 7 days a week. Or call and arrange for private excursion on one of our safe, comfortable, state-of-the-art tour boats. We're flexible and we're the best. Okay. Be sure to come early for your tour so you can enjoy the Whale World Center of Appreciation and Observation of Marine Life. This fun and fact-filled exhibit is free and open to the public. Okay, we'll have to check that out at some point. The notes. Look at that. Check in with Bess and George. Find out who trashed the boat. Find the GPS. Look around for signs of more sabotage. If anything else is broken, help her fix it. Fix the faucet. Yeah, I'll get there. Jeez.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
Okay, what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over?
Why won't you put the thing in here? Thank you. Nope, that puts it too tall. Alright, those are the same. Alright. But then that doesn't fit. Nope. Got it. Arboreal morphology.
Complex morphological issues, microscopic tracheid analysis, microtome surfacing?
Yeah, I'm not going to read this because that's a lot of big words that I can't pronounce. It was written by Dr. Pedrovicu. Well, okay. Got that one figured out.
Okay if I use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
Easy access slide samples. Portable, durable, waterproof. Oh, flea, onion, skin, hair, raw meat, feathers, and butterfly wing. I don't wanna... That might come in handy later. Later. I think this frustrating puzzle is all I have left. Yeah. I gotta figure out which one's the starter piece, though. Okay, we finally found a piece. Jeez. That wouldn't be that. That's gonna be too far. Which also means that it can't be straight.
That doesn't go there.
Oh, shush. Yeah, that can't go there. Nope.
That looks right.
Okay.
That looks right. That doesn't go there.
It's gotta go down.
That looks right.
So I'll have to go back up. Okay. Gotta be that.
That looks right. That doesn't go there. That looks right.
Okay.
The pipe's all fixed. I'll turn the water back on. There was something under the pipes.
From Whale World. Interesting. Love how we just left it there. Alright. We have running water again.
You know, Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
You think that could be why somebody did this to your boat?
I did get pretty obnoxious. See, the thing is, this orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago, and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marine Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Some people don't like that idea.
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
But the fishery service has the last word?
They've asked me to monitor her physical condition while they study their data and decide what to do. But personally, I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Who's Andy Jason?
Andy does whale watching tours too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine. I'd be buying a new one.
I mean, he definitely has a motive to go after her
See you in a
boat.
bit.
Have fun.
This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Makes sense. Stop meddling or else, yeah.
Uh-oh. Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot.
No, it does not.
I'd better tell Katie her GPS is broken.
Oh, we're not gonna take it with us and show it to her? Okay.
What's up?
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
All right. Oh, yeah, let's go down the dock. Okay, cool. There's a bottle.
Piece of paper inside. Maybe it's a message. That's odd.
Rosebud. Are we really gonna reference that movie? I don't like that movie. 08.615. We need a GPS before we can do that. Nothing that way? Okay. Hot Kettle Cafe or Lighthouse? I'm gonna go to the Lighthouse just because I can. Ouch. Apparently I'm not. Oh, because I didn't wear a helmet. Wear your helmet. Let's try this again. I love how the game is just like, no, we're gonna make you wear your helmet.
Yuck! I'm not picking them up. These would be great for rock skipping. I already have some rocks.
What if I want more?
Interesting.
Don't hot.
I already have some rocks. There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks.
Too far. That's good. Still gonna be that angle. A little less power. That one needed more power. This one looks pretty flat. Same angle, more power. Dang it. I want the rocks. That angle less power. Dang. That angle more power. Nope. Seems to be the right angle, I just can't seem to get the power right.
I already have some rocks.
Oh, what is this?
SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
trying different angles at this point. Oh, get it. What does this one say? Again, Rosebud. 42.517. These have got to be like coordinates of some kind. But why Rosebud? I don't like that movie. See, when you put a keep out sign, okay, when you put a keep out sign, I'm not gonna keep out, but I need a code, so that's. Where's my bike? Where's the bike? Trapped. I'm trapped. There we go. Bike. I guess Hot Kettle Cafe it is. This is very Irish music. I'm not even in Ireland.
Looks like somebody's running for harbor master.
Well, well, looks like Snake Horse Harbor's got itself a newcomer.
I'm visiting Katie Firestone. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
That depends on what you mean.
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
Her boat was ransacked this morning.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Who's Cadborosaurus?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times at Cadbora Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Our very own Loch Ness.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
Why do you think they vanished?
Well, they'd been Shanghai. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then. An easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing? Only reason I'm not out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
You're running for harbor master?
I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time. Harbor master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
I want to remind people who might call this game woke. This game was made in 2003. It's over 20. It's 21 years old. This is a 21-year-old game, guys. This game is old enough to drink. So before you go around calling it woke, the term woke as we use it today was not being used in 2003.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here. Only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
Why am I getting the feeling I'm not going to like this?
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here. The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
You mean, if I take the quiz, you'll let me borrow the GPS?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
That makes me nervous.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
How long ago was that?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
What do you mean?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
You mean, like the whale?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy's science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it, which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
Does Andy Jason ever come in here?
Everybody comes in here. Know how some people can't go a day without coffee? People around here can't go a day without a bowl of my clam chowder. In fact, if you ever want a free sample, just say the word.
Is Andy Jason in here now, by any chance?
Actually, he only comes in once or twice a week. Says he's too busy. Of course, the reason he's so busy is because he's too cheap to hire another person to help him run the place. Kinda surprised me when I heard he was trying to buy Katie Firestone out. Must have something up his sleeves, all I can figure.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
I found a bottle floating in the water with a strange message inside.
Most, if not all, the notes you find in bottles around here were put there by Hilda Swenson. She was this lady who retired here with her husband about 20 years ago. They made a ton of money in Hollywood as writer-producers and just wanted to enjoy life. Wonderful people. Very active. In fact, Hilda was mayor for 8 years. But then, out of the blue, her husband died. They'd been a team for so long that, well, she pretty much died then too.
That would explain the rosebud.
What do you mean?
She just kind of lost it. Started talking to walls and doing bizarre things until one day she rode to the island across the channel that she and her husband owned and never came back.
And now she uses notes in bottles to communicate with people?
Trouble is, nobody can understand what she's trying to say. All she ever writes is letters and numbers and that one word, Rosebud. I leave a couple of bags of groceries outside her cabin every week, and sometimes I can see her inside. But whenever I try to talk to her, she won't answer.
What I love is I've played this before. I know I've played this before. I have the disc. I barely remember any of this. Like, I'm pretty sure I have to pick up, like, worms or something using this basket. That's, like, all I kind of remember.
Did she ever leave anything behind that might help decode her messages?
She left everything behind. Problem is, it's all been sold, given away, or thrown out. We'll never know what's going on in that mind of hers.
Think I could try a bowl of your clam chowder?
Coming right up. Next one will be on the house, too.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
Just gotta look around, you know.
What is this card thing?
Good question. Aunt Ira said it and the others like it have been on the walls in here since the place was built.
Cool, I gotta figure out number sequences for
And that
these.
thing behind this one. Looks like I can't go in there.
Okay. Oh, let me see here. The sun always sets in the west. Rises in the east and sets in the
That
west,
looks
right? Yep. What is the current fine for clamming without a permit in Snake Horse Harbor? I don't know. The left side of the boat is... I have no idea. Oh, the Morse code one I can figure out. Hold on. Where's my Morse code cheat sheet? Go. Okay. Jump to there. So it's dot 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 dash. Dot 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 dash. Dot 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 dash. V. Dash dash dash. Isn't that O? Yes, it is O. One dash. Just a dash. T. Just a dot. E. Seriously. Seriously. 4 dots and a dash. Are you kidding me? 4 dots. I think I know where this is going. Is this an L? Let me guess. This is an L. Yes, it is. And then, oh, 1 dash.
Correct.
Ghost is part of what constellation? Isn't that the Big Dipper?
Not,
Is it the Little Dipper? Or do I need to put the?
not. Am I smart or what?
It is a Little Dipper. Okay, but just Little Dipper here. The one always rises in the.
Oh,
That was just a
yes.
mistype. I don't know if that's port or. Oh crap! What's the other word? Yeah. A schooner is a boat with at least 2 sails.
No.
Okay. Name of the knot. What kind of knot is it? Bring me a male Dungeness crab. Cool. Well, we're gonna go to Whale World and see if we can find the answers to the other questions. Just wanna look around. Just gotta look around before I talk to you, you know. That's how you leave.
Wow, that's a beauty.
That actually is. That's really cool. People who put boats in bottles are very impressive.
Interesting.
How many sails is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sails. Dang. Anything of interest here? No. Okay.
Miss, please don't touch that.
Okay. We won't touch it. Sorry, dude. That's the museum. Well, we'll talk to the guy first.
Hi there. Welcome. What can I do you for?
Are you Andy Jason?
That's me. How'd you know?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Katie Firestone's. I saw your business card on her boat.
Nice to meet you, Nancy. Any friend of Katie's is a friend of mine.
even though she keeps refusing to sell out to you?
I must admit, that is a little frustrating.
Maybe she just likes being in business for herself.
I'm offering her the deal of a lifetime. She'd make more money, she'd have more free time. I mean, look at this place. I run a first-class operation. It's my mission to see that everyone who comes to Snake Horse Harbor leaves with a greater appreciation for marine mammals. And if I make a buck in the process, that's cool too.
Why do you want to buy Katie out? She can't be taking that many customers away from you.
I don't like her taking any customers away from me. And frankly, with this whale doing its orphan thing out there, I'm losing a lot of customers to her.
Why is that?
Katie convinced the fisheries service that she should be allowed to monitor the orca's condition, which means she can get right up next to the whale while my boat has to stay away.
Katie takes passengers with her when she checks on the whale?
Paying passengers, as many as she can safely fit.
What do you think should be done with the orca out there?
Nothing. I think people should just leave it alone. I mean, why do we humans always think we know best? We can barely deal with ourselves, let alone a whole other species.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Someone ransacked Katie's boat while she was in town this morning. Made a real mess.
Wonder if it's related to those burglaries.
What burglaries?
A bunch of stuff was stolen from 2 shops earlier this week. Food, tools, clothing, electronics. There was no sign of forced entry, no trace of who did it. Sheriff's still scratching his head.
Whoever ransacked Katie's boat tore a bunch of parts out of her engine. It's like they wanted to make sure she couldn't go anywhere for a while.
That's too bad.
In a way, it's kind of good. I mean, for you at least.
Very true. As long as her boat's out of commission, I'll get all her customers.
That boat in a bottle you have is fascinating.
It was made by one of the first non-Native Americans to settle here. A guy named Benjamin Hawkins. I bought it from this lady who kinda went bonkers after her husband died.
You mean Hilda Swenson?
That's the one. Gave away everything she owned, moved to this tiny island across the channel, and went certifiably nuts. Which is too bad. She was a nice lady.
Thanks for your time.
Drop by again.
That's a really expensive permit. Wonderful world of whales. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises belong to the scientific order Cetacea. I totally botched that. They are mammals. That is, they are warm-blooded and nurse their young. And though they spend their entire lives in water, they have lungs, not gills, and are not fish. All cetaceans have streamlined bodies, puddle-shaped front limbs, vestigial hand limbs, which cannot be seen because they are inside the body wall. Oh, hind limbs, my bad. A horizontal tail, a single or double blowhole on top of their head, no sweat glands, and a thick subcutaneous blubber layer for insulation. Among the cetaceans commonly found in the waters of the Pacific Northwest are the Dall's porpoise, the humpback, gray and mink whales, and the orca whale. Okay. Orca family life. Orcas live in social groups called pods. Pods vary in size from 5 to 30. Females dominate the pod and maternal groups form subpods within the pod. The mothers, daughters, sisters, and cousins traveling together. Members of a pod use the same vocalization system or dialect to communicate. These dialects are so distinctive that scientists can often use them to identify the pod to which an individual orca belongs. In contrast, baleen whales tend to be found singly or in loosely formed groups. Killer whale. Orca whale, or Orcanis orca, is among the largest predators of mammals in existence. It is actually a type of dolphin. Because of its size, it is referred to as a whale. It got the nickname from whalers who called it whale killer after seeing them kill and eat other whales. The two words eventually got switched around to killer whale. I believe that's actually true. Also, dolphins are jerks. Oh, I missed a thing. All orcas look alike. Not. To keep track of individual orcas, scientists record the nicks and scars on their dorsal fins, as well as the size and shape of the gray saddle patches just behind them. Also, adult males have tall, up to 6 feet, triangular-shaped fins, while those of females are about 3 feet tall and curved. Where did that come from? Scientists can often quickly tell to which pod an orca belongs, how old it is, and who its mother is just by looking at its dorsal fin. Brain comparison. Human, orca, mink. Notice how wrinkly all the brains are. The more folds and wrinkles, the larger the surface area of the brain and presumably the greater capacity for thought. Notice too that an orca's brain is almost 4 times the size of a human's. I don't know if that's technically accurate. I don't know. Do you have any brain scientists? Brain scientists? Do you have any neuroscientists? There we go. Jesus. I know the word neuro. From Flipper to Free Willy, the entertainment media are full of examples of how intelligent cetaceans are. The military has been using whales and dolphins for decades, exploiting their natural ability to locate and retrieve objects deep in the water. They communicate with each other and obviously respond to human commands. The frontal lobes of their brains, where thinking takes place, are much larger than those of humans. This suggests to some scientists that cetaceans may be even more intelligent than humans. Again, neuroscientists? And whale cetacean... people who study whales. How deep do they dive? Dolls, porpoise, mink, gray, humpback, and killer whale. Whales, diving dynamics, dynamos. Wow, I'm just diving dynamos. Because a whale is a mammal, it cannot breathe underwater through gills like a fish. Just like you, it must hold its breath. The bigger the whale, the bigger its lungs, the longer it can stay underwater. Orcas can stay underwater for up to 10 minutes at a time, while humpbacks can stay underwater for 30 minutes. Most whales make shorter dives lasting anywhere from 1 to 15 minutes. Because whales usually dive in order to feed, how deep a whale dives depends on what it's hunting. All whales can dive to a depth of several hundred feet. The deepest recorded dive by an orca was 900 feet. Humpbacks regularly dive to 485 feet, while grays can dive to 390 feet. We don't have a card.
Looks like I need a key card to play.
Yeah, I don't have a key card. It's a mink whale. Mink whale, is the smallest baleen whale, averaging 25 to 30 feet in length and weighing about 6 to 7.5 tons. It has a narrow, sharply pointed snout and a sickle-shaped dorsal fin. What's with the sickles? Because it starts to exhale before it reaches the surface, its spout is relatively low, rising only about 6 feet in the air. Where are the yawns coming from? Think mink. The mink whale is a sleek torpedo-shaped whale capable of swimming at high speeds. The common name, mink, is a reference to a Norwegian whaler, Mink, who thought the mink whales he saw were actually its much larger cousins, blue whales. I do love that you get to learn so much in these games. Gray matter. The gray whale gets its name from the blotchy color present on its skin. The pattern is somewhat present at birth, but most of it is caused by barnacles that grow on the skin. Areas on the skin where barnacles have been will become depigmented and turn a dull gray color. Gray whale is a baleen whale with dark skin covered with gray patches and white mottling. About 45 feet long and weighing from 30 to 40 tons, it has no dorsal fin. It feeds on tiny crustaceans and tube worms found on the ocean floor. It makes one of the longest migrations of all the whales. Jeez. Just makes me think of Dory from Finding Nemo. Let's go to the center. Dall's porpoise. Dall's porpoise has a small head and a stocky, muscular body. It is 6 to 8 feet long and weighs up to 400 pounds. It is the fastest swimmer among the cetaceans, reaching speeds up to 35 miles per hour. The V-shaped forward-facing splash or rooster tail, which it creates when swimming full speed, helps observers identify it. Dall's porpoises appear to prefer deep, cold waters and are found only in the Pacific Ocean in the northern hemisphere. They are rarely found in the southern extremes of their range during the summer months. So it's the cat of the sea? 'Cause that was purring. Hello. Humpback whale. Megaptera averages about 43 feet in length and can weigh from 25 to 35 tons. It has very large flippers. Megaptera means huge wings, but a very small dorsal fin. Like all baleen whales, it has 2 blowholes. When it exhales after a dive, its spray can rise 10 to 13 feet. When diving, it humps its back distinctively. What does the common name humpback refer to? The small, fatty dorsal fin near the back of the whale gives the appearance of a small hump. This hump is further exaggerated when the whale dives as its tail bends at a sharp angle. For these reasons, whalers call it the humpback. Now I really can just think of Dory. Because this is the Dory, the Finding Nemo thing. I still don't have a card. Still don't have a card. That also needs a card. Hey dude, I need a card.
Hi, Nancy.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won. And it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
Thanks for your time.
Drop by again.
Oh no, a pod of whales is trapped in the inlet. Swim to freedom. Use this quiz to help them swim to open water. Each correct answer moves them closer to freedom, but get 3 wrong and you'll have to start over. Okay. I got Terra. That's the humpback. The cetacean that can swim the fastest. That was the Dall's porpoise, right? Sea mammals, including dolphins and killer whales, have been trained by the military because they are. Orcas are called killer whales because it flipped the whale and the killer. They kill and eat other whales. How many blowholes do baleen whales have? 2. Yay! This is the same thing, right? Pretty sure it is.
Throughout the center, you've been able to hear the sounds different cetaceans.
I'll do better next time.
What? I didn't even do it. What are you talking about?
Throughout the center, you've been able to hear the sounds different cetaceans make. To see just how good your memory is, press a button, listen to the sound that plays, then press the button of the cetacean that made the sound. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. When all the buttons are lit, you've matched them all.
Okay. Pretty sure that was the gray whale. That's the humpback. That's that one, right? That's the Dall's porpoise. That one's gotta be the mink. Alright. I don't think I looked at these. Whale talk. A whale has a larynx but no vocal cords. Yet it can produce a variety of sounds from moans and grunts to chirps and whistles. Scientists aren't sure how whales make sounds, but they believe whales do so in order to communicate with other whales. The humpback whale is famous for its songs, or repeating units of sounds, some of which go on for more than 30 minutes. Whales have an acute sense of hearing, but while baleen whales have tiny external ear openings, toothed whales do not. Scientists believe that toothed whales hear or receive sound waves primarily through their lower jaws. What do whales and bats have in common? Like bats, toothed whales are able to locate and identify objects by creating and projecting high-frequency sound waves and listening to their echoes in a process called echolocation. Identical in principle to the sonar that submarines use, this biosonar allows toothed whales to likewise determine the size, shape, speed, and distance of underwater objects. But whales, however, baleen whales, apparently lack this ability. Interesting. What whales eat? Cetaceans that belong to the suborder Odontoceti have teeth. Among them are Dall's porpoises, which feed on squid, crustaceans, and a variety of schooling fish, and killer whales, which are at the top of the food chain. They consume fish, squid, otters, birds, sea turtles, penguins, and other cetaceans. The suborder Mysticeti includes the gray, mink, and humpback whales. These cetaceans have baleen plates instead of teeth, and though they are bigger than Odontoceti, what they eat is contrastingly tiny krill, plankton, and small fish such as sardines and anchovies. Neither toothed whales nor baleen whales seem to have a sense of smell. Thankfully, whales don't seem to be the least bit interested in making humans part of their diet. How do they eat? Rather than using their teeth to chill, Odontoceti use them to grab and crush their prey before swallowing it. The Dall's porpoise has spade-shaped teeth, while the orca's teeth are conical and pointed. The orca uses its teeth to bite chunks out of larger prey, but can swallow smaller prey, like seals and walruses, whole. I'm sorry. Do you call a walrus small? Mysticeti feed by locating large concentrations of krill, plankton, or fish, filling their mouths with huge amounts of water, then squeezing the water out of their mouths through the bristles of the baleen plates that line their jaws. This filters out the water and leaves their prey, which they then swallow. Most Mysticeti have grooves under their chins which allow their throats to greatly expand when feeding. If you have seen Finding Nemo, you might remember the humpback whale from that. The more you feed them, the higher you get. 2+ to win.
Yum! 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 Yum!
19, yay! I won! Okay, so maybe that other one over here is a thing. It is, okay. Dolly the Dall's porpoise must do certain things to survive, like eat, breathe, and avoid her enemies. Jeez, use your keyboard arrows to make sure that she eats. Here we go with keyboard stuff. I'm gonna clear my space here. To make sure she eats, doesn't run out of air, and avoids the dangers lurking in the ocean. Yeah, we're just gonna go easy. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, no. Oh. I wasn't dead. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. I really didn't know what I was doing. Just following instructions. Cool, I did all the things. Let's figure out what my prize is. Spin to win. Once you've won all the activities in the center, enter your push card and spin the wheel.
I won the whale watching tour. All right.
All right. What's up, dude?
Hi, Nancy.
I won a free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
Oh, okay. This didn't help me with the info, though. Back to Katie's boat. Maybe the internet can help. At least I learned a lot about whales. And yes, I probably had way too many chocolate-covered pretzels, but they're addicting.
What's up?
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Why would she spread rumors about you?
She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
I have a feeling that the number will save to my phone. I'm not gonna write it down. Watch, this is gonna be the one time that I need to write it down.
I saw a boat in a bottle at Andy Jason's place. He said it was made by a guy named Benjamin Hawkins.
As a matter of fact, I've done some research on Hawkins. He settled here in the mid-1800s, lived in a cabin where the lighthouse is now.
What else have you found out?
He apparently had a major feud going with some sea captain. Hawkins would see the guy sail on the horizon, grab his family and all his valuables, and go into hiding for days.
What was the feud about?
Nobody knew. Rumor had it that the sea captain was an ex-pirate, which might explain why Hawkins hid. But where he hid is still a mystery.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
I gotta get in that lighthouse. Okay. Internet. couple. First, let's check our notes here. Yep, okay. We're gonna call Katie's friend at some point, yep. Get a Dungeness crab. Finish the quiz. That's what I was thinking. Use the search engine on the portal page. Oh, I also need to call Bass and George at some point too. Okay. Cool. I can actually legit search for stuff. So, clamming permit. Oh, cool. Knot samples. Let's look at the knots. Humans invented rope by twisting or braiding strands of yarn together, but they could not have used rope to build shelters, make weapons, or sail. Make weapons or sail the seas. They did not have a way of tying off a rope, tying ropes together, or tying ropes to or around objects. Without knots, rope would be useless. All right, what is the note? The one we're looking for. Okay, so it's like 3 loops, 2 lines coming out either way. No. A bend? Looks like it's a bend. Huh. I tie like things in these kinds of ways all the time, and I didn't know that's what any of these were called. Wait, I think it's a tie. I think it's a bend.
That should do it.
Okay, I need the specific. This is a fisherman's knot.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool. I'm not done here. I need nautical terms. Sure. Old Guido himself. Jetty, leeward. Drift, bow, dolphin head. Oh, this is contents. What's the bow? The front of the boat. Okay. Back to contents. Port. P. Port. The left side. I need... The left side is the port side. All right. I was guessing. I was like, is that the port? Okay, now you know what a schooner is. Sailboat types. Schooner. Boat with 2 or more masts.
Very good.
Okay, I get a melt Dungeness crab, and I need to know the current cost of... Does this maybe have anything? No.
Sea caves? They might be fun to explore.
That could be fun to explore, yeah, okay. Orchid. Oh, sea cave stuff. I don't know, sea caves make me nervous because they can sometimes fill up because you have to get them in like when the tide is low. Dungeness crabs, or Cancer magister, can be found in the coastal waters of the Pacific Ocean as far north as Prince William Sound, Alaska, as far south as Magdalena Bay, Mexico. They prefer a sandy or muddy bottom in salt water less than 15 fathoms deep, where they can scavenge for shrimp, mussels, small crabs, clams, and worms. Their brownish bodies are broad and oval shaped and covered with a non-spiny shell or carapace. They have 4 pairs of walking legs and a pair of white-tipped claws. I want crab now. Crab's expensive, though. Adult crabs usually weigh between 2 and 3 pounds and have shells measuring 6 to 10 inches wide. In Washington State, only male Dungeness crabs may be harvested. So we're looking for one with abs. Gotcha. Female's wider. So we need skinny with abs. Ooh, cooked Dungeness crab. Boil it for approximately 20 minutes. Do not eat the internal organs, as they contain toxin that causes paralytic shellfish poisoning. Good to know. I don't want to eat that part. I want to eat the legs. I want to eat the little... Really, I'm pretty sure I just read the word. Claw. I want to eat the claw. I want crab, but it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Okay, I also need the cost of the thing. So I gotta find a crab, and I need to figure out the cost of the fine. Darn, I
It won't
wanted
be
to...
much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Yeah, I don't
It
want
won't
to
be
put
much of a
anything in it.
sandwich if I don't put something in it.
I
It won't
don't
be
want to
much of
put
a
anything in
sandwich
it.
if
I
don't put
wanted to
something in
just
it.
see... Putting chocolate ice cream in it to be weird. Look at that. Throw away. I'm not actually gonna eat it. That would be gross. It's an ice cream sandwich, right? Okay. First, let's go all the way back to Whale World. I know it's far away, but I need the fine. How much does someone get fined if they do not have a license to clam? That's the fine. 138 and 43 cents.
Perfect.
All right, now I just need to go get
I
a.
have to bring him a male Dungeness crab.
Yep. Back to the lighthouse. Time to go crab hunting. Again, it's one with abs. Skinny abdomen abs. Is that not where they are? Oh! No, it's like there. That does not look like a male. It doesn't look like abs. Oop, don't want to go that way. Wait, go back there? I thought I saw... Nope, I didn't miss anything. Just rocks. Oh, wait. Nope, that looks like a female too. Nothing there. Can I just skip a rock for the heck of it? Because I accidentally picked up a rock. Nope, okay. Dang it, they're like all female. There we go. Hello, friend. That's not the way I want to go. I need a code to get in there. And back to the Hot Kettle Cafe. We'll give him the completed quiz and the crab.
You again?
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great, thank you. Did you know Hilda Swenson?
Sure did. She even crewed for me a couple of times. There she was, this itty-bitty lady in her 60s hauling in nets. Did it for the sheer love of adventure. She was quite a gal.
See you around.
Yo ho ho.
And a bottle of rum. Back to Katie's boat, where I can now go. I should call some people though. Down to the boat, talk to Katie, call some people, and then I can go
What's up?
adventuring.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Nothing to talk about her. So I'll go down here, get my phone. We'll call this person first.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
Plywood?
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
Okay then.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me.
Hey, how's it going? Grab the phone. It's Nancy. While George picks up, I'm gonna turn down the heat under my room.
Under your what?
Hey, Nance. So, how's your vacation going?
Great. I got here just in time to solve a mystery.
No mysteries, Nancy. You're supposed to be relaxing. Oh, give it up, George. She can't help it. So what's the deal with this one?
Somebody came aboard Katie's boat while she was out and tore the place up.
What?
Don't worry, we're both fine. The engine of the boat was damaged, but Katie's working on it.
Why would somebody do something like that? Uh-oh. I bet it's got something to do with that orphan killer whale.
You know about that?
Katie told us about the whale when we called to tell her you were on your way. Someone vandalized Katie's boat because of a whale?
Because of Katie's opinion as to what to do with the whale, which she expressed very loudly in front of a lot of people last night.
Katie does have a mouth on her, especially when the subject is marine life. Did they find any fingerprints?
Katie wouldn't let me call the sheriff.
Why not?
She said she was afraid her insurance company would raise her rates.
Well, she doesn't have much money, I can tell you that. Uh-oh, Bess, is that supposed to be smoking like that? Oh no! Darn it!
Darn what?
My roux, it's ruined. Oh no, she wrecked her roux. It's not funny, George. Yes, it is, Bess.
What's a roux?
A carefully heated mixture of flour and butter. I was going to use it to thicken my gumbo.
Did you say gumbo?
Rock shrimp gumbo. It was Chef Sherwood's main dish last night. She's hooked on this cooking show called Feasting for Fitness.
Let me guess. It's hosted by a guy, and he's very cute.
That happens to be true, but I watch it because I like his philosophy. Eat in moderation and eat only that which is made out of fresh ingredients and cooked with great skill, care, and judgment.
When did all this start?
2 days ago. Yesterday she cooked, or should I say ruined, crepes. They weren't ruined. I mean, you could still eat parts of them. Anyway, I want to hear what you're doing, Nance.
I can't help but think it's a little weird that Katie didn't call the sheriff after her boat was vandalized.
You think she's trying to hide something?
I know she's your friend, George, but I just got the feeling she wasn't telling me everything.
Well, it's not like she's my best friend or anything. But what would she be hiding?
This one woman, Jenna Devlin, she suggested that Katie trashed her own boat in order to discredit Holt Scotto and keep him from becoming harbor master.
So are you going to confront her?
I don't really have anything to confront her with.
Good, because as I recall, Katie doesn't do confrontation very well. My gosh, George. Is there anything else Nancy should know about this so-called friend of yours? Katie's fine. She just has a few edgy little quirks, that's all. Great. That's probably what they said about Lizzie Borden.
Holt Scotto and whoever vandalized Katie's boat seem to be fond of the word metal.
It's not exactly a word you hear every day. It's not exactly hard proof either. What else did this Scotto guy have to say?
He's tired of environmentalists always getting their way, like with that orca.
Do you think he has a point?
I can see why he's upset. I mean, that whale is making it difficult for fishermen like him to make a living, yet nobody seems to care. Must be very frustrating.
The bottom line is, he had a motive for vandalizing Katie's boat. Don't turn your back on him, Nan.
Jenna Devlin went ballistic when I brought up the subject of Katie and the whale.
What's her problem?
She's convinced that Katie just wants to study the whale, not really help it.
Sounds like a candidate for your suspect list to me.
You know, Jenna Devlin may have her faults, but being a bad cook isn't one of them.
What kind of stuff does she cook?
She's famous for her clam chowder, which is outstanding.
Well, don't just stand there. Get me the recipe.
I'm pretty sure it's a family secret.
Does Jenna own the cafe or just run it?
She inherited it. The place has been in the Devlin family for centuries.
Whoa. Buildings that old are usually haunted, you know. Oh boy, here we go. Well, they are.
I can't figure out if Andy Jason is friendly for real or if it's because he's basically a salesman.
What does he sell?
Whale watching tours. He keeps trying to talk Katie into selling her company to him and becoming his business partner.
Think he wrecked her boat so she'd have to go into business with him?
I doubt it. I don't think someone was trying to wreck Katie's boat. I think they just wanted to mess it up to teach her a lesson.
But still, I wouldn't trust him, Nan. Once a salesman, always a salesman. Remember my neighbor, Ray Olaf? He was a salesman, but he quit. Yeah, to go to work for a company that repossesses pets when people can't pay their vet bills. She's right. Don't trust him.
You're gonna love this, Bess. I found a message in a bottle.
Oh, that is so romantic. What did it say?
Actually, I've found a couple of bottles, and the messages are all the same. Just letters and numbers and the word rosebud.
That's not very romantic. Well, maybe the rosebud part is. Well, it must mean something to somebody. Just keep your eyes open and keep asking questions, Nan. You'll figure it out.
Oops, I forgot about the robot vacuum.
How are you guys fixed for hints?
We're good. Just say the word.
I better get going.
Bess, you smell something burning. Shoot! Finance!
You gotta be on it when you're making a roux. I've had to make a roux a couple times. In fact, I think one time was because I was making like a gumbo. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
Maybe I can look up. Whoa, wood stuff. Types of wood. Nope, okay. Cancel. Exit. Check my mail. Oh, get him out of my hair. Dear Nancy, your dad has been home for an hour and a half and he's driving me nuts. No sooner had I cleaned the kitchen than he went in there and started making himself waffles. The next thing I knew, there was flour, sugar, and some ingredient that I still can't identify all over everything. I've never seen such a mess. What's more, he forgot to spray the waffle iron with oil and burned the first waffle so badly that the smoke alarm went off. He wound up making pancakes instead. He burned those too, but he ate them anyway. Now he's out jogging. He better stay out for a long, long time. Love, Hannah. Worth it. Oh wait, she had books up here, right? Nope, that's not what oh. Apparently that's how I'm gonna have to figure out the wood. A book on wood. Book on wood.
I should finish this before I go looking at the slides in there.
Right, okay.
One slice of wood. One glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look. Too cool.
All right. That's not helpful. Wait, unless it is this. Arboreal morphology.
Well, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Credovicio a call, she can help me out.
Okay.
This is Dr. Predoviciu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
I already did that.
And are you near the sample in case you need to refer back to it?
Let me get over there, and I'll call you back.
Nope.
Irina Predoviciu speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I've got the sample all ready.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I can't ID the sample because that description accounts for a lot of different woods. Beech, sycamore, alder, maple, you name it. Please check your sample again. Goodbye. Wood Labs, Irina speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. Do you think you could take another stab at identifying that wood sample for me?
I'm sorry, but my policy is to limit free wood sample identifications to one per person.
Could you please make an exception in my case? It's kind of an emergency.
I'll tell you what. I'm doing a study on the side that focuses on problem solving. I'm collecting data by having people solve the puzzle that's on my website. If and when you solve it, I'll give you another free wood ID. Go to www.predoviciu.lab/consult.htm. Good luck.
Okay then. Looking at the time though, we don't really have time to do that right now. I will, however, look at my notes here. Yeah, I need to take her thing, go exploring. Yeah. Well, maybe I can try and do this real quick. Oh, the sliding puzzle. I hate sliding puzzle. Oh. There we go. That was actually pretty easy.
You have reached the desk of Dr. Irina Predoviciu. I'm away from my desk, but we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
I just want to end with this.
This is Irina.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Could you try to identify that wood sample for me again?
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Looking at it again, I think it's more brown.
Brown.
Does the sample have many holes, or just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
Okay, so you've got a hardwood that's brown. And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
I was afraid of that. There are a lot of hardwoods that are diffuse porous, having many holes of the same size. Unfortunately, without seeing the sample, I can't really tell which it is. Please check your sample again. Goodbye.
The heck? There's a lot of holes. They're all the same size. Don't understand.
You have reached the desk of Dr. Irina Predoviciu. I'm away from my desk, but will be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you. You have reached the desk of Dr. Irina Predoviciu. I'm away from my desk, but will be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Alright, looking at the time, I gotta call it on the game. We'll keep trying to get a hold of her. I haven't taken any notes so far. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll try and get a hold of her later, next game. And also go adventuring out onto the water in the kayak. So let me save before I forget. I'm gonna call it wood samples. That is not how you spell sample. Alright, save. If you enjoyed this first step into playing Danger on Deception Island, the 9th Nancy Drew game in the series, please make sure you click the like button below. If you want to continue watching me play this game as well as go through the other Nancy Drew games as well, then please make sure you also subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a video. And then of course, please feel free to leave comments below. If you leave questions, I will answer them in the next video. If you leave suggestions, I might take them as long as I'm able to. And if you have any tips for how to make Dragon Age Origins work properly, please leave those below as well. But as usual, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.